Do you hate what's going on in the world? Do you hate not having free will and doing whatever the fuck you want? Or do you hate that the media and schools fill you with lies that our country has done to other countries? If you do, I suggest you stick around for this interview. I'm going to be talking with a band known as This Is How Everything Ends. And we're going to be talking about some pretty interesting stuff. So stay tuned. Other than that, I'm Bolo. I make weird beats. I make art. And I do interviews. So check all the links in the description. Today we are here with...
This Is How Everything Ends.
And how long have you guys been making music?
Like for the band, we've been like a little over a year, but like making music like our entire lives kind of thing.
How did you guys come up with the name of this band?
So I came up with it. I was just kind of like just watching like I'm a very political person, and I was just watching just like in this like big political deep dive kind of thing, and just seeing how the way the world is, and that's what I came up with is This Is How Everything Ends, through like just like how the world is right now. It's how it's gonna end.
Do you believe in the idea that only we are the ones to choose what goes on in our lives? We choose what we let happen. Do you think that more people should express that kind of idea, or that they should be more careful expressing it?
I think we're products of our environment, basically. What we're surrounded by kind of shapes us. And I think, I mean, what do you think?
Well, okay. To an extent, yes. You can like choose what happens in your life, because like at least when it comes to music, I didn't really grow up around like people who played music really, or like any of this, but I was interested in it. So I mean, to an extent you can choose what you do, but like you said, you are influenced a lot by what's around you and stuff. And yeah, I think people should express that more. If you mean by like being able to like choose what you want to do and not letting other people decide, then yes. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
What do you think?
De la Plohach.
All right. Yeah.
What do you guys think about the American school system not teaching many kids or showing many kids the horrible things that our own country has done?
I think it's honestly, so I'm right now studying to be a teacher, and I think it's fucking disgusting that we don't teach what America has done. America has been built on the backs of workers, on slavery and all of this, and I think you can't sugarcoat that. Like, the people that have built our country and are the people that are being forgotten, and I think it's disgusting the fact that we don't teach that. I think everyone should be taught like the actual history of the United States. It's built on blood, war, and genocide, and I think that if we forget that and if we don't teach that, it's bound to happen again. And I think like education is somewhat like kind of like builds a foundation of a society, and a logical and reasonable society. And if you don't have that prior knowledge and that prior like knowing of what has happened, I can't see why it wouldn't happen again. And I think it should be the goal of every educator to pursue the truth. And what the truth is not always pretty, and it's more often than not it's horrible and it's gory and it's bloody, but it needs to be taught, and that's just a matter of fact.
All right, a question for all of you guys. What do you think about the whole thing of it being like, people are saying that when Christopher Columbus came, that it's completely different what many immigrants did? Do you think that it is hypocrisy, or do you think that it's different?
I think a lot of immigrants that come here, or almost every immigrant came here for a better life and for a future. And what Christopher Columbus did was to simply just expand colonization in slave trade and stuff like that, and expand exploitation. It's not really comparable at all, because, I mean, people come here and they want to work hard. I don't care if that's like, you should come here and you should be able to go wherever you want for the better of your family and everyone else's family. And I think Christopher Columbus was just a little meat puppet for fucking whatever. And I think that, like, we can't lose that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people immigrating now it's completely different than when Christopher Columbus came here, because I mean, we're already like, I wouldn't say a well-functioning country.
No,
but like,
no.
Like we're a country, you know, like a lot of people still want to come here because they can, you know, attempt to make a better life, but that's why they're coming here. You know, Christopher Columbus, that was different. Sorry. Lost my train of thought. Sorry. Yeah, it was just really, it was different because he wanted to just, I think he wanted to take over more land stuff. Fuck. Sorry. Yeah, it's different because, I mean, now it's like, even if you consider it the same thing, it's like we now have like people looking to like take any opportunity to like remove people from the country that like, because they didn't like follow like one small rule when really like they haven't done anything wrong and they're just trying to help their families. So yeah.
But she told me like,
I mean, I think they already kind of said what needed to be said about it. There's a huge difference between colonization and genocide versus coming here for a better life, coming to a society that's already been established on the backs of said genocide and relocation of people who are already here, mind you. But still huge difference. Like, again, it's a matter of coming to a place that is completely new to the rest of the world and systematically removing who's already here versus coming to a place that is already established and could give you and your family a better life. And there's no reason that people should be denied that. Everyone like has the right to a good quality of life by any means. And to put up a bunch of borders and to put up a bunch of roadblocks preventing people from having that is deplorable.
I was like, what?
I think also, like, I think it's also speaking of fact of like we're closing borders and like ICE and everything. It's just, it's denying people like simple dignities and denying their humanity. It's like, it just stems from ignorance and intolerance and hate that has no place here and should not be tolerated ever. It should be stomped out where it is, because everyone has the right and deserves the simple respect of being treated like a human being.
And now just some off the top funny questions real quick.
Okay.
Hot dogs or Italian beef?
Oh, give me this one.
Okay.
Give me this one. Italian beef, 100%. Especially when it comes to Chicago-style hot dogs. I think Chicago-style hot dogs are overrated. I'm only saying this because we're in the suburbs of Chicago. I don't really care about hot dogs from anywhere else. If I eat a hot dog, I'm probably gonna put ketchup on it. But regardless of all that, Italian beefs are better. Thank you.
Last time I had a hot dog, I threw up on the side of a highway, and I got really bad food poisoning. And the last time I had Italian beef, it was really good. So I think Italian beef.
So there's this place in DC. They put chili on a hot dog with some cheese, and it looks a lot like someone took a dump on a hot dog and then put it on a plate and charged you money for it. That being said, Italian beef reminds me of some things that I'm not allowed to talk about on this platform, so I'm gonna have to go neither.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey, yo, cut that out.
Can't say that, bro.
Cut that out.
But yeah.
All right. What are some of your guys' favorite like TV shows?
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay.
Do you know?
You want to start?
No, you
Or-
go.
Okay. Okay. So starting off with like cartoons that I watched growing up, Regular Show is on top. Then we got Adventure Time, and then like Gravity Falls. That's like top 3.
Yeah.
And then like other shows, I don't know, that I watched later on, just like sitcoms and stuff. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is pretty good, I think. Now I'm blanking out. There's other ones, but I can't remember them.
You like Dexter?
Yeah, I'm watching Dexter right now. It's decent, but it's not great. I'm just kind of watching it because I started and I want to finish it. But yeah, Dexter's all right. It's a decent show.
I don't really watch like TV shows that often, but I watched this one that was pretty good. I forgot the name of it. I don't know. It was made by the guys who made Lost, and they're like in the woods, and there's like people that look, or there's like things that look like people, and they try to get in your house, and if they get in there, you die. And it was pretty good, and then it just kind of got all wonky at the end. Like I don't know. I don't really watch TV. Like I don't have like a TV show I just watch. I just like flick on whatever's on.
You guys ever heard of Rupert and Plank?
No.
So there's this show called Rupert and Plank, and basically this kid named Rupert finds just like a plank of wood like out on the street, and
Ed, and Eddie.
no, I'm talking about Rupert and
Just making it
Plank. You've never heard of Rupert and Plank? Dude, no, yeah, so this kid just finds this plank of wood and like it becomes his best friend, and you know, it kind of follows him as he grows older, and then like the longer it goes on and the longer he's friends with this piece of wood, people around him are like, yo, that's probably kind of fucked up maybe. I don't think that thing can like talk, but he's like, no, it's like telling me to do things. And then he got older and it kept telling him to do things, and then he got put away for a long time.
Are you done?
But yeah, check out Rupert and Plank.
So he's a liar. That's probably not a real show.
Not my fault you don't watch good TV.
All right. And just one final question. What are some things you have to say to the people watching this or listening to this right now?
I guess first thought is political. We cannot tolerate tyrants, dictators, white supremacists, and fascists any longer. We got to hold our ground, because if we don't, it will run amok, and they've run amok for way too long. I mean, Trump is nothing but your schoolyard bully that just didn't get punched in the mouth enough.
Rom-com. It's rom-com.
Shit. What do I say to people watching this? Do stuff that you like doing.
I've never seen it.
Be happy, or try to be.
I've seen like 4.
Yes.
I've seen like 4
Thank
movies.
you.
Oh my god, that movie was so
If you ever get the runs real bad, don't try flushing it down the toilet. The underwear is going to clog it, and then everyone's going to have a bad time, and you're going to look like a real idiot.
That's actually true.
All right.
Let me ask one more thing real quick
Okay.
to this guy. Are those shit stains or are they dirt marks?
Shit stains.
All over?
Yeah, I had the runs real bad.
Oh, I get that.
That suit smells real bad.
That smells bad, bro.
Yeah, it's like my nose is dripping. Dude, I got the runs, dude.
Wicked.
I gotta
shitting
go.
his pants as he's
Oh, he's leaving.
this.
Oh, he
He has
left.
to, yeah, he has to go.
And that concludes this episode of Riding Around with Bean Fiend.